Hey everybody, Chef Lori is here. We are live from the Love Lab. It is Thursday night, 8 o'clock, just like we said. I'm so excited. Okay, first things first, I'm going to talk a little bit, give people some time to join. I am beyond excited. This has been so awesome getting ready for today. You know, I was a little worried for a while there, though, because we had really bad thunderstorms here on the East Coast today, and the power actually went out here at my house for a while, and I was not feeling that, so I was like, oh my goodness, I can't let the people down. But here I am. And tonight, while I'm waiting for folks to join, I'm getting everything ready, we are making steak and scallops. And we're doing these in the cast iron skillet. So, you know, you got to watch cast iron skillets. They get nice and hot. But I'm also being a little cautious. I don't want it to get too hot too quick. But I'm so excited. Okay, so let me chat a little bit before we get going. So if you see me looking down, moving around, it's because I'm dealing with this cast iron skillet. So the lights went out for a little bit today, about an hour, hour and a half. I was so worried, and I was like, oh Lord, I really want to go live because I love being live. This is my favorite part of being Chef Lori, is being live. And I looked up, and boom, there came the lights, and plenty of time for me to make sure we were good for tonight. So I'm real excited that we're here. Let's see who we got. Dominique is here. Hey, Dominique. And Natasha's here. Hey, Natasha. Dominique, I'm so proud of you. You made some awesome fried chicken last week. She followed the instructions, and her chicken looks great. If you go over to my Chef Lori's page, there's a picture of Dominique's chicken on there. She slowed down. Hey, Travell is here. My cousin is here. It's so good to have all of you guys. So tonight, we are making a slightly more refined meal. We are making, I've got some fillets here that we're going to cook in the cast iron skillet, and then we're going to make some scallops to go with them. And we are also going to have roasted asparagus. So throughout this process, if you have questions, please post them. My producer husband is here, always supporting me. Hey, Shane. This is me waving at Shane. This is him waving back. So the first thing I want to let you know is I have my asparagus already in the oven. All I did, so you can do the same thing. I took the asparagus, I washed them good. I put some olive oil on them and a little bit of salt and some basil, tossed them around, okay? And then I put them on a cookie sheet with cooking spray on the bottom. I'm going to show you what that looks like, okay? Hold on. Hold on. I'm coming. Okay, so this is what that looks like. These are our asparagus roasting away. See that? This is really simple to do, and asparagus don't take long to roast. I set my oven about 375, 350, 375, depending on how your oven works, and just put them in there. Make sure you've got olive oil on them, or really any kind of oil you want. I bet truffle oil would be really good on them. Okay, and we've got some garlic bread going in the bottom. So, first things first, this cast iron steak that we're going to do with this filet. So I've got some oil and olive oil, that is, and butter, mostly butter, going in this skillet, and I've got it nice and hot. I've put a stick of butter in here. Don't tell me that's too much butter, because we're going to cook our steak in this, and we're going to cook our scallops in this, okay? Oh, I see Allie is here. Allie has the most beautiful new little baby, little Jackson, you ever want to see. He's just got these little cheeks. You just want to oh, he's so cute. And he's a precious little thing, too. Hey, Allie. And my cousin Nate is here. Nate is my cousin by marriage to Ange. Hey, Ange. I hope she's there, too. Okay, back to the steaks. So you guys know I love to chat. I can just talk all day. I don't even have to try. I used to say I was a radio station. My mouth just runs. Okay, anyway. So you want to make sure that your butter and oil are hot, okay, in your cast iron skillet. Cast iron skillets hold heat well. This brown pieces you see in there, that is the butter. Okay, so see, I've got a stick of butter in there, and I swirled some olive oil in it. I'm going to season my fillets. Now here we have 2 filet mignons. These are lovely, and this is just my steak seasoning that I use. It's just kind of a mixture of some coarse ground pepper and some coarse salt and some garlic salt and just a whole bunch of different things in there, however you like to season your steaks. You can also, a lot of people like Montreal. That works as well, okay? See, I'm just pushing this in. I see Glenda just joined. Hey, Glenda. Glenda has a special place in our heart. She used to live with us and help with Madison when Madison was a baby. I have to tell you all about that one day. She was born premature. She's such a blessing. That's why we love that girl so much. Glenda was a big part of that. Good to see you, Glenda. Okay, see how I've seasoned that side of these steaks? Then I'm going to flip them over. Okay, and meanwhile, my oil is nice and hot and ready. We're going to sear these real quick and then turn them down. Now, the thing I want you to know about cooking these steaks, cook them how it has done as you want them. We like our steaks medium around here. Now, I know a lot of folks like well-done steaks. If you like your steak well done, I'm going to ask you for me. Please don't do that anymore to that poor meat. It died once. If you want it well done, just get some chicken. Just get chicken. Eat it medium. Try it once. And I'm telling you, when you taste how tender that meat is, and it will just melt in your mouth. I promise you, it will melt in your mouth. Okay, now, our oil is hot. We've got Colleen's here. Hello. Cousin Karen is here. And Cousin Ashley. Ashley also has made one of our recipes, the Cajun chicken. It's beautiful. Look at it on my page. Okay. Take our fillets. We're going to place it. You hear that? Hear that sizzle? Now, we are not frying the steaks. Do not say, oh my goodness, Lori fried some steaks today. That is not what we're doing. We are not frying steaks. We are searing them. We have them in hot oil and butter. Okay? I'm going to rinse this out really quickly while you guys watch that. What we're going to do, we're going to make this almost kind of like a scampi thing, okay? We're going to make this like a scampi. We're going to put some garlic and things in there. I see Tina is here, the Tina V Show. Please watch the Tina V Show. Tina, put your stuff down there. Tina is an awesome anointed singer, wonderful friend of mine. See how these are they're searing in the butter. The cast iron is holding the heat and they're searing up in the butter, okay? You're not going to cook them long because you just want them to get like this. Look at that. Boom. See that? That's all you're going for at this point. Flip these. See? So as we sear these, what we're going to do next to these is after they finish searing and cooking a little bit, we're going to get our scallops going, okay? So when you're making these are actually filet mignon. This is filet. They're big. I like the fact that these are big, long ones because you can slice it into nice pieces as you serve it. Again, any questions you have along the way, feel free to ask. So you're going to cook it nice and cook like this, and then we're going to put our scallops in here and let our scallops cook in this as well. Now, if you're wondering where the garlic and the onions, because you know me well, the garlic and the onions are coming soon. When we're cooking like this in a cast iron skillet, we're going to put the garlic and the onions in after we've cooked our meats because the cast iron skillet holds heat so well, we don't want to accidentally have those herbs and garlic and all that stuff burning. You see that? See how pretty that is? We're going to put these back in here even after we take them out. Cooking real quick. This is a nice stovetop steak. You know what's interesting is when Shane and I first got married, he was telling me about these stovetop steaks because I had never made them like this. And I was very intrigued because I believed him when he said they were good. And then he made those things for me one time. Woo. When I tell you he can really cook, he can. He can fry in the deep fryer. He can grill on the grill. Duh. And that man can make a stovetop steak. So if these don't come out right, the next time we do them, I'll have him do the spark. Okay, so you see that? See how nice those look? They are not done. Don't get worried. No, they're not done. What we're going to do now is take them out. I've rinsed out the pan I first put them in, that they came out of, okay? We're going to take these out and put them back in this pan, just like this, okay? And now we're going to move on to our scallops. We're going to set these aside, okay? I see Miss Coles is here. Hello. Lovely to have you. Thank you for joining the party. Now, scallops cook very quickly as well. So I'm going to take these. I'm just putting them in the same butter. Now, this falls in the category of weekday meals. I know you're thinking, oh my goodness, this is like such a super involved meal. It's not. It's not a super involved meal. It seems like it because you're conditioned to think this is a big meal, but it's not. I'm not going to put every one of them in there because I'm just trying to show you how quick this can be for demonstration purposes. When you're cooking these scallops, again, just like with the steaks, you just want them to get brown real quick because we're going to put everything back in here when we do this a Scampi style, okay? Oh, that one is talking back. Let me turn the oil down. Watch the temperature on your cast iron, and especially with these scallops because they will cook very quickly, and this cast iron skillet will hold heat. Now that one's staying done. And also get to know your stove. You know, this I cook with what's that? Hey Samora. I have to cook with electric. I wish I had gas, but our neighborhood doesn't have gas. But get to know your skillet, especially with cast iron. Find your hot spots. My dad always used to talk about that on the grill. Know your hot spots. See how this just seared up real quick? That's about all you want, because we're going to put these back and let this cook in the sauce. Okay? And you don't want to overcook scallops, because if you overcook them, they will get rubbery. You want them to be opaque white. They're like shrimp. They're cousins. They're cousins. Shrimp and scallops are cousins. I told my little 4-year-old that. He said, Mommy, are we having, he calls them shrimp. Are we having shrimp tonight? I said, no, this is bigger scallops. He said, I don't like scallops. I said, yes, you do. Scallops and shrimp are cousins. See how I just got these a little brown in that butter and olive oil? Erwin's here. Hi, Uncle Erwin. So Erwin and Allie are brother and sister, which means that beautiful baby I was talking about is Erwin's nephew. Hey, Sheila, I haven't seen you in a while. I hope all is well with you guys. See how we're searing these scallops real quick? And the reason I keep flipping them is because this cast iron skillet is very, very hot. Okay, and I don't want these to overcook. I just want them to get brown. There we go. And I'm going to take them out and put them right with this. Now, I have more scallops that I'll cook for dinner, but I'm just doing a few of these for demonstration purposes, okay? See how that looks? The cast iron skillet is the bomb, I'm telling you. You know you can fry some good chicken in a cast iron skillet, too. When I was growing up, they used to fry chicken in cast iron skillets. You guys don't have any questions? Either this looks totally crazy to you. Totally crazy. Hey, Tony's here. There we go. Oh, yeah. We don't want them to get all the way done, because if they get all the way done now, they're going to overcook when we get our sauce going, okay? And I want you to feel free and be emboldened to come home from work or whatever and make some, and say, what are we having for dinner today? Oh, I think we'll have steak and scallops. You know, and say, when you're talking to people, say it like it's nothing. Don't say, oh my gosh, okay, I'm going to try this steak and scallop recipe. Don't say that. Just talk about it like nothing. What are you having for dinner today? Oh, girl. Or, well, we just having some steak and scallops, you know. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. You know, make it seem like, oh, yeah, it's not that hard. It really isn't. Now, I'm going to turn my oil down just a little bit. Let this last scallop brown nicely. Oh, yes. Okay, I'm going to take that one out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add some cooking wine to this, okay? So this is a cup of wine. I'm not sure I'm going to use all of it, but this is you want to use a nice dry wine. You can use cooking wine, or I have Sauvignon Blanc here. Sauvignon Blanc is a nice dry wine. Put it in. That's going to happen. That's supposed to happen. See there? The good part is this wine is also cooling your oil off a little bit. Then you're going to take some of your garlic. This is minced garlic. I put about a good sized tablespoon or so of garlic. I love garlic. I'm going to add in there also some onions. These are some shallots. You guys know how much I love shallots. I'm going to add those in there too. This is really just one shallot. But you know, these shallots nowadays are huge. Like, they're monster shallots, okay? There we go. See that? Stir this up. Oh, this is a nice sauce that's coming together. See that? Let's add a little more wine in there. This white wine is going to give it a beautiful flavor. If you don't drink, do not worry. The alcohol is going to cook off, because we're going to let this go for a while. See how that's, look at that. That's beautiful. Now, while that's doing that, let's check on our asparagus. Let's see. Where do you get scallops? I got these scallops from Wegmans here in the Virginia area. Harris Teeter also has that. You guys know how much I love Harris Teeter. Harris Teeter I usually have, but they were out of scallops, which kind of hurt my feelings, but I got over it, and I went to Wegmans. They have them as well. So I think Giant has them also, but I've never been a huge fan of Giant seafood. But anyway, I like them. Okay, Sheila's saying, how often do I do this? Sheila, we are live here in the Love Lab every Thursday at 8. I also have a YouTube channel that's Chef Lorius, and I've got a ton of videos on there. So also, guys, please go over there. There'll be a link to the YouTube channel, so you can go there and subscribe as well. And I've got all kinds of stuff. Last week here in the Love Lab, there's some live ones on the YouTube, as well as just some other ones as well. Okay, hold on. I lost my time for the asparagus. Now here we've got some fresh herbs. This is basil, okay? I love basil. This is a tablespoon or 2 of basil, okay? And some parsley, a tablespoon or 2 of fresh parsley. All right. Now, this sauce, we're going to mix this up. This is going to be a really good scampi. You see that? Oh, this is going to be delish. Now that this is all kind of coming together and becoming what? Friendly. I see my cousin Mickey is here, and Erica's here. Congratulations, Erica, on your pending nuptials. I'm so excited. You're going to be a beautiful bride. Okay, so you see how this sauce is coming together here? Oh, those would be our vegetables. Look at the sauce. I'm coming. Oh yeah, our vegetables look good. Okay, so you see how I'm letting this come to a slight boil? What I'm going to do now is take these steaks that we had earlier and put them back. So now these things can cook in the sauce. Ooh, I'm sorry. My things slipped. Yeah, okay. Anyway, the reason we're doing it like this, though, is because if we had put in all of the herbs and the garlic early on, what can happen is they start to look burnt because of the heat that the cast iron skillet has, and the level. We have to have it up so high when we're searing these steaks till it will start to burn our herbs and our garlic. And then they'll just look like little black bits. And then you'll be trying to explain that they're really not little black bits, but they'll look like black. Anyway, it's a whole lot. Ange is here, cousin Ange. Hello. Okay, so you see how we've got this in here together? And this is our sauce. This is our scampi sauce. I'm going to take a lemon as well. Where are my lemons? Here they are. I've got some nice lemons here, fresh lemons. And you want to squeeze that lemon juice in there too. Oops. Just like that. This is going to be delicious. And then I've got this to about a medium heat now, and I'm going to let these all cook together. And while this sauce is cooking together like this, and the meat is going to get more done. And as I told you, we like to eat our steaks medium around here. So this is how you will get it to a nice medium at this level. And letting it boil will let the alcohol cook off if that's what you want. If not, just turn it down to a simmer. And you see these good vegetables in here? It's got the onions. This is so good. Now, while this is doing that, I'm going to get the asparagus out of the oven. You see, this is not taking long. Look at this. Roasted asparagus to go along with our meal. These have been in the oven for about 20 minutes. And I put them with, I put olive oil, tossed them in olive oil, used some sea salt, and basil, okay? So those are ready. Put that over there. While these are cooking up, I'm going to add a little salt to this. You guys know I don't use a lot of salt when I'm cooking because it's easy to over-salt your food on accident. I'm going to check the bread while that's cooking as well. Uh-oh, I dropped the pot holder. Put that over here. She's out of commission. Oh, yeah. Look at our good garlic bread here. That looks good. All right, I'm going to set the bread over here. And I see my big brother has joined us from Ethiopia on the wonderful vacation with my sister-in-law. And Kara's here. Hello, Kara. See, I'm going to turn these steaks over. You know what? I'm going to get the bigger tongs because I'm worried about what happened last time. Dinner's almost done, guys. I keep telling you. Everyday meals, straight from the heart, not a lot of time. You can, when you sear these initially, you can sear them longer if you want your steaks to be browner. That's up to you. That's a preference thing as to how done you want to have your steaks, okay? These look so good. And it smells delicious. Papa K! What's up? You owe me a phone call. We have to talk about some things. Papa K is an amazing musician, producer, and all of that. Okay, see, look at this, guys. See how delicious this looks? And this is your scampi sauce here. See, if you want this to be extra garlicky, just add some more garlic. If you want it to be more oniony, add more onions. I did about 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. I'm going to add some more lemon juice to this because I think lemon juice would be really nice. So this way I will have squeezed the juice of a whole lemon in here. Okay, now you want to start testing your steak to see is it as done as you'd like it to be. Again, that's a preference thing. Let me get a steak knife. And I'm going to ask you again, if you eat your steaks well done, please stop. Eat them medium. See, now this is about, what would you say, Shane? Medium rare? Rare? This is about rare-ish. Medium rare. Some people like their steaks medium rare. If you do, this is where you take it off, okay? So we go a little bit farther. I'm going to check this one too. Usually I don't butcher the food this much. Yeah, this is nice medium rare. Oh yeah, it actually looks really good. What I'm going to do also is check one of these scallops. Again, you want the scallops to be opaque white. Remember, scallops and shrimp are cousins. Oh, that looks good. That looks real good. And if you you don't want to overcook those, because if you overcook the scallops, they'll get rubbery on you. So we're going to go ahead and take the scallops out. See there? And we'll let that meat continue. I'll check a couple more of these scallops. Oh, this looks good. Ooh. This is everyday cooking. See? You can come home, and you know, this can be a really nice romantic dinner for you and your boo. You can have a nice glass of communion juice with it, or you can have just some nice sparkling water with it. And you can have a lovely romantic, let's check this scallop. I like to check as I go just to be sure. That's how you get a good feel for it. And the thing is, if you happen to cut a scallop too much, that's even better, because if it doesn't look good and you cut it too much, you have to taste it. And you know, tasting is the best part of the whole shebang as far as I'm concerned. You guys do realize that we've made steak and scallop dinner in about 20 minutes. I just want to make sure you're letting that soak in, that's what we've done here, is made a really good steak dinner in 20 minutes. Stovetop. Stovetop cooks so much faster for your steaks than they do in the oven. I'm going to flip these again, and I'm flipping them because I don't want them to get too done. We like them medium. A little pink is good, and the other good part about having pink in there is when you heat the steaks back up, you have more, you know, they have somewhere to go. This sauce looks so delicious. Okay, I get to taste something now. So I'm going to taste this scallop here. It's got the sauce on it. Oh. Yes. Yes. Oh. Oh, that lemon. That lemon. And then the basil and the... I'm like in my happy place right now. I can't wait to eat. I can't wait to eat tonight. Okay, I'm going to check this out. I might be eating a steak rare tonight because I don't want to wait any longer. Thank you, producer. I don't know if you guys saw that, but Shane leaned over and helped me with my tongs. Let's see how this is. Oh, yeah. How's that looking, Shane? Is that good? Nope, he said not yet. Okay. He's my steak meister. I'm going to let this cook a little bit more. Now, if what you want to do, if you're really rushed, not I won't say rush time, if you want, one of the things you can do to help this steak cook a little quicker, depending on how you want it, number one, you can sear it longer in the beginning. Okay, I didn't sear it long because I have overcooked many a steak in my day. So I sear very quickly and I stop. I'd rather take time here to let these flavors get together and be friendly than to overcook my steak. Okay, so one, you can do that though. You can sear a little bit longer in the beginning. Or two, you can put a lid over your skillet, and that will help some of the heat stay in, and it can cook a little quicker that way as well. I don't recommend trying to speed up the process. Good food takes time. It's like the chicken frying thing. Remember what we found out last week? Fried chicken just takes time. So I'm going to let this steak keep going. And we are really done with dinner, guys. Let me see. The asparagus over here. Let me chop one of those up and see how that comes out. Asparagus are one of my favorite vegetables. Asparagus. Okay, I'm going to taste the bread, even though I'm trying to lose 10 pounds. Okay. For the bread, what I did was I got a nice French baguette. I sliced it in half. I melted some butter, brushed the butter on there, put some garlic powder on there, and a little bit of salt. We have a question. My cousin is watching this on the treadmill at Planet Fitness. Okay, so I'm going to help you feel better about that, Michelle. This is not a high carbohydrate meal. This is mostly protein. This is the carbohydrate. There's no potatoes, and that is intentional. I did that on purpose. So if you don't want the carbs, like when I eat dinner tonight, I won't do this. Okay. Okay. What are you telling me, producer? Okay. Sorry. Let's flip these one more time. They should be about done. And you know what I'm supposed to show you? I'm going to show you this really quickly while this is finishing up because these steaks are really almost done. Oh, surf and turf. Yeah, surf and turf. Thank you, surf and turf. Okay, so this is April. April is my birthday month. And my cousin sent me a birthday gift early. And she wants me to use it while I cook. But I'm scared to. Look at this. Isn't this cute? My cousin Ashley sent me these. Chef Glorious. I just think that's adorable. She saw that I cook with wood, and she gave me these. So I love it. She says I can cook with them, and I wash them so I could cook with them. But I'm scared to because they're so pretty. They're just so cute, and I just love it. Thank you, Ash. All right, let's check our steaks again. Oh, yeah. There we go, Shane. You like that? You want to cook a little bit more? Oh, yeah. These are coming nicely. I like this. All right, guys. So, that's it. This is filet mignon and scallops and asparagus and bread. We're going to let these fillets cook a little bit more. Again, if you like it kind of a medium rare or a rare, these puppies are ready. That's up to you. If you like it well done, stop it. If you like it medium like we do, give them about 5 more minutes like this, and you'll see this good sauce here when you serve it up. I'm going to plate this actually so you can see it because the steaks can actually be eaten at this point, even though for us it's a little pink. I'm going to plate it, and then give me a plate here. I want you to see how beautiful food is. Okay. So here's our steak. This is our turf. Okay. And then here comes the surf. I know my plate is messy. You guys know plating is my weakness. That's what I'm learning. Maybe I wonder if I can find a plating class someplace. And then we're going to take some of this good sauce here and just put that. And what you see on that, it's basil, parsley, garlic, and onions. Technically shallots, just like that. Okay. And we're going to get some of these asparagus here. Oh, this is going to be a good dinner. Weeknight dinners. You can make steak and scallops for dinner any day of the week and a nice piece of bread. Oh, look at that poor little asparagus. I'm sorry, buddy. Boom. Look at that. Dinner. That's it. Dinner is done. Get that steak as done as you want it, and that's it. All right, guys. We did it again. We've made a fabulous weeknight dinner in a few extra minutes this week. I'm glad you all joined me. Thank you so much. I'll see you next week. Please remember, subscribe. Go to YouTube. Chef Glorious is my channel on YouTube. There'll be a link. Please subscribe. Follow me here on Facebook. Go over to Chef Glorious on Facebook and click like and follow. Thank you very much. You can email me any questions you have. My email is chefglorious@gmail.com. Any way you can get in touch with me, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Pinterest, I'm on Twitter. It's a pleasure having you. Thank you for letting me into your kitchens, and thank you for joining me here in the Love Lab. Have a great evening. Bye, guys.